When you're lost in the darkness, look for Son of Scotland 90. Welcome back, guys, to SOS. And if you didn't get that pun at the start of the video, then what the hell is wrong with you? I am back with a Last of Us tier list. You might be asking, why the hell am I here doing a tier list for a game that is like 8-9 years out of date? I'll tell you why. Because HBO have recently released The Last of Us TV series, and of course I have watched it, and I will be reviewing it on my other channel. So you can check out Son of Scotland TV, you can go and subscribe, and if you're interested in non-gaming content, then everything you need is on that channel. Mainly do football reviews, review some wrestling. I try and do TV series. I've not been good at it. I'll up my game though, don't you worry about it, and The Last of Us will be there. There'll be lots of Last of Us content, and going forward there'll be a shitload of content. So basically just go and hit the subscribe button, guys, and make sure you're up to date with that channel. But like I said, we are here to do a Last of Us tier list, and as you can see, there isn't that many characters. This tier list is basically just taking the main characters from the first game and, you know, put them here. So there's a few minor characters that aren't here for whatever reason. However, I'm not going to cry, I'm not going to bitch, I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to rank the characters that are available, and there is 5 categories. So there's love, like, neutral, dislike, and hate. Honestly, I thought the first game was a masterpiece. I think it's one of the best games of all time. I can't imagine I'll be putting any of these people in hate. I don't even know, I wouldn't even go as far as saying dislike. I think everybody here is capable of getting the neutral. So with that said, we will start from left to right, and first of all, we have Tess, who in the apocalypse world, I guess she is Joel's girlfriend. They're not official, but they're like partners. You know, they do stuff together. They loot together. They rob together. They just do everything together. I guess you could say they're Bonnie and Clyde of The Last of Us. You know, wherever Joel goes, Tess isn't far behind, and the same for Tess. So yeah, and I believe there is a sexual relationship there too. We never see it, but it is hinted towards. Now, not that doesn't really, you know, that doesn't really, determine where I'm going to put Tess. She can sleep with fucking Joel if she wants. It's not like she sleep with me, so I can put her, where I put her here doesn't really depend on whether Joel, you know, gets sucked off by her or not. But we are going to stick her into the, I'm going to stick her in like. I like her. I think she's a good character. I'm not mad on Tess. I don't think Tess is by all means great or anything like this, but you know what? I will stick Tess in the like category. Moving on, we have Marlena, and it's funny because I said nobody here would be in the hate category, and you know what? I do kind of hate Marlena. But at the same time, I think she's supposed to be hated because she does try at the end of the game to basically, you know, sacrifice Ellie's life. She tries to kill Ellie in order to get a cure. Plus, she is the leader of the Fireflies. To me, the Fireflies, I don't view them as a protagonistic group. I view them as the opposite. I think they're antagonists. So I guess she's an okay character. I'm going to put her in neutral. I guess I love to hate the character, if that makes any sense. Up next, we have, it's not Sam, but I do forget his name. Fucking hell. What's this guy's name? You know what? I'm going to stick him behind Marlene. I can't remember his name, and I know that's bad. It's very bad, but yeah, I am going to stick him behind Marlene, so there you go. Up next, speaking of not remembering people's names, I can't remember her name either. It's the wife of, it's David's, it's, not David. What's Joel's? Fucking Tommy. It's Tommy's wife, but again, I can't remember her name. It's completely went over the top of my head. I'm going to stick her behind this guy here. She was okay, didn't hate her, but again, all she was really married to Tommy. That was the only purpose she served. Then we move on to Sam. He is the younger brother of this black guy right here, whose name I cannot remember. And I don't know, Sam's okay. When he first comes into it, it's like another kid, I guess, for Ellie, another teenager for Ellie to, I don't know, interact with. I guess Ellie, throughout the entire game, she's basically having to go on adventures. She's spending time around adults. So I guess when she gets another, person her age, I don't know, it was a new dynamic, I guess. But even then, I felt like not only was Ellie, I believe, like a year or two older than Sam, she just seemed like a lot smarter than Sam. She seemed like a lot more, cut out for this world than Sam did. I feel like Ellie, I feel like Ellie could help Joel. I feel like Ellie was like she was good, she could come to your aid. She wasn't a liability, whereas I do feel like Sam was a hindrance. I don't think he ever really done anything to help anyone, and yeah, he even gets bit, so that kind of shows that he wasn't any good. Out of the characters here, he's probably my least favourite, so I'm going to stick him at the bottom of neutral. Up next we have Joel. For me, it's love. It's Joel, you know what I mean? He's a badass. He will do anything to protect the people he cares for. He will even sacrifice the entire fucking planet to protect the ones that he loves. So yeah, you know what? He chooses the person that he loves over 7 billion other people, and to me, that's a man. That's someone that you want on your team. As long as you're someone he loves, then Joel is the ultimate guy. Plus, there's so many. Oh man, the stuff this guy's willing to go through to save his daughter, to save Ellie, his brother, the travelling. We see him have really good relationships with people. He loses people. He get the fight, some of the kills this guy commits, man. He's like, I guess he's the Solid Snake of The Last of Us. He's just a fucking machine. So yeah, Joel for me is going in the love category. Up next we have Tommy. Now, I have seen the first episode of The Last of Us, the TV series. Honestly, I didn't really dig Tommy in that. However, I did like I liked Game Tommy a lot more, so I'm gonna put him in like. I'm gonna put Tommy in like, but I'm gonna stick him above Tess because I think he was better than Tess. I just wish he was kind of in the game a little bit more. I think he's in the second game more, but the second game won't be spoken about. The second game is a piece of shit. So yeah, I won't be talking about the second game. There'll be no more mention of The Last of Us Part 2. Moving on, we have Bill. We've got gay Bill, but what I like about the game is even though this guy's gay, they don't push it down your throat. Him being gay is not like mega important to the storyline. He just happens to be gay, and I've no issue with that. What I hate is when they just use someone being gay and they want to push it down your throat, and that it's like they use it as a political reason. But for this guy just happened to be, this guy just happened to like dick. It's as simple as that, and he was funny as fuck. So yeah, plus he seemed a bit schizophrenic as well. He's a weird guy. I'm gonna, just due to the lack of game time he had, I don't know if I can put him in love. I really don't, but I will put him in like, and I am going to put him above Tommy just because I think he was I just felt he was a more interesting character, and I think he made the most of his game time. And I think he made a bit more of his game time than Tommy did. Up next we have Ellie. Absolutely love Ellie, so it's going to be in the love category, but I don't think she's as good as Joel. But again, the two of them together are amazing, so I've no complaints. You could put Ellie above Joel. That wouldn't bother me at all, but personally, I'm not. I prefer Joel, but here, it is what it is. If you want to put Ellie first, then knock yourself out, man. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna fight you over it. So I'm putting Ellie in. And by the way, normally I fucking hate child characters. Normally I cannot stand kid characters or teen characters in TV series or games. I always think they're annoying as fuck. But I feel like Ellie is the exception to that. So yeah, Ellie, great character, going in the love category. And speaking of exceptions, I'm putting Sarah in the love category too. Now, unfortunately, in the game, she only gets 20 minutes at the most, so I can't put her above Ellie. But for me, the whole Joel and Sarah dynamic, but the father and daughter dynamic, the relationship, even though you don't get much of it, there's such a connection, the chemistry, and the great chemistry in the TV series as well. But I'm talking about just the game here. It was brilliant, and it's crazy, man, how impactful Sarah's death is. You literally only know her for 15, 20 minutes, but man, when she dies, there's not like a dry eye in sight. It's like past the fucking tissues when Sarah dies. So yeah, for me, 100% put her in the love category. And our iconic line: drugs, I sell hardcore drugs. So, I mean, come on. She has to be in the love category. Of course it is. And who knows, if she had survived a bit longer, could have maybe even been top of this entire list. But again, like I said, she's only got about 20 minutes, so I'm going to have to stick her just at the bottom of love. But that's my character ranking, guys, for The Last of Us 1. And like I said, check out Son of Scotland TV, subscribe to Son of Scotland TV, and there'll be lots of videos coming to that channel, especially The Last of Us, over the next couple of weeks and months. But that's it. I will catch you guys later on. This is my ranking. Let me know your ranking. Let me know your list down below, and I will see you later. But until then, peace.